'cause I know what it's like to wait or fade. I speak from scars,
All
not
right. Hey,
words
good
still
morning,
condemn
everybody.
you, and I know that they're watching my
Good to see you all.
kiss me true.
Hope today is a good day for you. It is Wednesday, March 11th. Yes, it is. The conversation I wanted to have with you this morning is the idea of coaching yourself, right? A lot of times we want to help others and guide others. It's rare that we get to coach somebody who's better than us. And here's what we say better because that's a terminology, right? Compare-itis. What if we were to step into our own blueprint? What if we were to coach somebody who's as good as us, right? Because there's some things we're pretty good at. So I want to take you through on a little journey, a little process for you to understand how much more is available to you. Does that make sense? So take a couple of breaths, take a couple of centering breaths. And if something happens to the internet here, it's we've got some weather. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, just take some breaths. So take a couple of breaths, take a couple of centering breaths. That's what happens when YouTube is live. So the idea of having this moment where we can get centered for ourselves, where we can take care of ourselves. That's what we really want to do. That's the key to our success, is taking care of ourselves, is taking care of a place where we know what it's like, we know where we've been, but for some reason we don't want to go where we need to go to. Does that make sense? So that's going to be our little conversation this morning. So take a couple of breaths and say to yourself, I am grounded in who I am. My foundation is solid and my identity is clear. If you want to hold a hand over your heart, allow this to just simply resonate. Hear those words again. Maybe just let me say them and let them flow into your ears and flow across your body and into your cells. I am grounded in who I am. My foundation is solid. My identity is clear. This is you coming from your heart center. Let me say it one more time. Take another breath. Settle in. I am grounded in who I am. My foundation is clear. My identity is solid. So we've been talking the last couple of days about what Epictetus described, what I often refer to as the center of influence. What is within your circle of influence? And what's outside your circle of influence? Literally identifying what is yours and what is not yours. That's what this conversation's about. So as you bring your awareness into this center, into your heart, your head, your sacral, your spleen, your root, these are your amplification zones. They're sensitive. So I'm curious, was I muted that whole time, or was I actually able to be heard? Isn't that fascinating? An interesting morning. We'll get this figured out here. Now you seem to have disappeared. There you are. You are between screens. Okay. Awesome. So center yourself again. This must be awesome. This must be an incredible moment of awareness for some of us, for me, for you, to have this much distraction. I love it. So what if it was this moment that you just needed to push through, to break through, to step to the other side, to step to that place beyond confusion, beyond doubt? What would happen? Gently ask yourself, what mental noise am I carrying right now that doesn't belong to me? What mental noise am I carrying right now that doesn't belong to me? What urgency, what fear, what restlessness did I absorb from my environment, from a conversation, from the news feed, from another person's anxiety? What mental noise am I carrying right now that doesn't belong to me? What sense of urgency, what sense of fear, what restlessness did you absorb from the environment, from a conversation with somebody, from the news feed, from social media, from another person? Don't judge it. Just see what arises. Simply observe it. As you breathe, imagine that each of those borrowed energies is a rough stone you place on the table in front of you. You can see them clearly. They're not part of your sculpture. They're not your design. You simply see this anxiety and you see it as this rough stone that's sitting on the table in front of you. Maybe the anxiousness from the environment, or maybe somebody is going through some stress and you brought that stress upon yourself. Imagine taking those energies and just setting them on a table in front of you. With your next exhale, silently say, "These are not my stones." I release what was never mine to carry. These are not my stones. I release what was never mine to carry. Say this a few times. Say this a few times. Completely exhaling each time. Feel the table in front of you clearing. I release what was never mine to carry. So now, let's shift your attention to what is defined, to what is permanently yours. What is permanently yours? You can place a hand over your throat, a hand over your heart, down a little bit to your solar plexus. These are yours. Your third eye, your crown chakra, these are your spaces. They're not borrowed. These are your frequencies, your sculpting strengths. When you work from your heart, when you work from your center, when you work from your core, you are literally sculpting your best version of you. I want you to think about that brilliant brain of yours, your head, your mind. If you can, close your eyes if you're in a safe space, not operating a piece of equipment or driving a car. And hear these words, repeat them after me. My mind is clear, consistent, and reliable. I think with depth and conviction. Take a breath, let that settle in. My voice carries weight. When I speak, I initiate. My words are my initiation, my starting point into my action. My words carry weight. Take another big breath. Exhale. I know who I am. My direction is clear. I am a guidepost, first for myself, then for others. I know who I am. My direction is clear. I am a guidepost, first for myself, then for others. My willpower is extraordinary. I keep my word. I follow through. That is my superpower. My willpower is extraordinary. I keep my word. I follow through. That is my superpower. Another big breath. And last one. My emotional depth is not a weakness. It is my resonance. I ride my wave. I am not ruled by it. My emotional depth is not a weakness. It is my resonance. I ride my wave. I am not ruled by it. Sit with this for a moment in silence. This is what remains when all borrowed energy is removed. This is sculpting beneath the rough stone, beneath the chaos, beneath the confusion. Sit with that for just a moment. Let it settle in. Ask yourself slowly this question. Is there any decision I've been trying to make from this storm I'm in? Can I give myself permission to wait for the wave to settle so I can be the best version of me? Is there any decision I'm attempting to make while in this storm? Can I give myself permission to wait for the wave to settle, the wind to calm, before I build more of me? I want you to feel the emotional landscape you're sitting in. What's around you? I want you to look at this landscape as something you can use for your material to help build your future. Not forcing it, not fixing it, just looking, just knowing, just aware. You're not here to ask for permission. You're not here to wait for a green light that was never yours to need. You're a pioneer. You're a catalyst. You're a caregiver. You're a beacon of intention. Bring to mind one area of your life's work where you've been waiting for approval, waiting for conditions to be perfect, waiting for someone else to move first. Can you see that? Can you feel that area of your life? Now speak this to that area. I am not waiting. I am informing, and then I am moving. My intentions create the conditions. My presence is the permission. I'm not waiting. I'm informing, and then I'm moving. My intention creates the conditions. My presence is my permission. Feel that. Feel that part of your body awakening. Feel that part of your body beginning to tingle with new released energy. Feel this energy of declaration in your chest, in your throat, in your hands. This is you activating. This is what you were designed to feel. I am not waiting. I am informing, and then I am moving. My intention creates the conditions. My presence is my permission. One more time, say this with conviction in your mind. Say it out loud. Let yourself hear it. I inform, I initiate, I release without guilt, I rest without guilt. I know exactly what I am designed to be. I inform, I initiate, I release without guilt. I am exactly what I was designed to be. Big breath, feel that vibration. One last time. I inform, I initiate, I rest without guilt. I am exactly what I was designed to be. So before you bring your eyes back into this world and bring your attention back for your day of intention, your single most important intention for today, not a task, not a to-do, an energetic intention, a frequency you are choosing to operate from. It might sound like this. Today, I sculpt my defined centers, my head, my heart, my solar plexus, my defined centers, not from borrowed noise. Today, I initiate one thing that has been waiting for my permission. Today, I initiate one thing that has been waiting for my permission. Today, I trust my emotional wave and make no irreversible decisions from the storm. Today, I trust my emotional wave and make no irreversible decisions from the storm. Which one of those resonated with you most? Which one ignited your spirit? Today I sculpt from my defined centers, not from borrowed noise. Today I initiate one thing that has been waiting for my permission. Today I trust my emotional wave and make no irreversible decisions from the storm. Let this become your groove for the day that you will run in. Last step, take 3 final deep breaths. Hold it. Do it again. Hold it. Release all of it. And one more time. Slowly bring your eyes back to this place. Look for something that's green in your room. Let yourself know that you are ready. Welcome back. I hope today finds you with incredible joy, focused, and realizing that your intentions create your day. I love you tons. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling misfit,